After a long run of interest rate rises and fixed loans coming to an end, many homeowners are facing a daunting new reality. They're staring down a massive mortgage, which they'll spend the next 30 years struggling to pay off.
But what if there was a better way to pay off your home in a third of the time? That sounds nice. We're joined by property investment expert from OpenCorp, Boz Beresford. Good morning to you, Michael. Well, so many people are struggling to pay off their mortgage in 30 years, let alone 10. How do you do it?
It just requires a different way of thinking. So let's say that you own a home worth $1 million, you've got a $500,000 loan on that, and if you just make the repayments over 10 years, you actually only reduce that mortgage down to around $420,000 after 10 years. So all of that hard work, all of those monthly repayments, and you're effectively only making $80,000 in 10 years' time. But there's a better way. With that $1 million home and a $500,000 loan, you've got about $400,000 of what we call lazy equity. And that's money that you can use, you can access, and if you're not, it's just sitting there idle for you. We use that lazy equity to buy, say, 2 investment properties at, say, $600,000 each. That would give you $1.2 million worth of investment value. Now, the key is making sure that you buy the right kind of property that brings in really solid rent returns and maximises tax benefits so that you're not impacting your lifestyle while you hold those 2 properties. If you just hold those 2 properties worth a collective $1.2 million for 10 years, then they're worth $2.4 if they're well chosen, because that's what well-chosen property will do. It'll double in 10 years' time. If your goal is to pay that mortgage out, sell the 2 properties in 10 years. After paying the loans out and selling costs, you'll be left with around $700,000. Use that money to pay the home off in one go, and you're left with a bunch of money where you could take a holiday to Jamaica and pat yourself on the back for doing something great.
Sounds easy. So I guess you've got to make sure, because interest rates are so high and you're doing interest-only loans, I guess.
That's right.
So you've got to make sure that the rent covers the mortgage or that you can afford to prop up the rest of the loan.
You need to be really smart about what you buy.
Yeah.
And aside from understanding the lazy equity, the main challenge that people have is they don't know what or where to buy, and they don't have the time to do it properly, and you can't rush that decision. Take, for example, OpenCorp clients Michael and Talar, couple in their 40s, they've got 4 kids. They tried to do it themselves, made a mistake, got it wrong. Brought their motivation to us, and we've helped them get 3 properties in 5 years without impacting their lifestyle. And, you know, our research and analytics team spend 19,000 hours a year collectively to find the best investments.
And that's the thing. You've got to, you know, allow someone else to potentially do the legwork, because we look at this and we're overawed by it all.
Thank you, Michael.
Thanks for joining us, Michael. Appreciate it.